Praises to the Most High. This is an important video because in and out of jail is a curse. All right? It is a generational curse. It's satanic bondage. Okay? Generational curse of jail and evil garments. Evil garments. Okay? So in and out of jail is a curse. It is a generational curse. It's satanic bondage. If you want to read about satanic bondage, it's in Psalms 107 and 16, where you break the bars of iron asunder. Those are satanic bondage and generational curses. So if you want to stop going in and out of jail, you need to break the curses, the generational curses that are on you. How do you get a generational curse? Well, someone in your family hurt someone, practiced witchcraft, they raped, or molestation, or they were worshiping idols, or they were worshiping the ancestors, or murder. Your parents or your foreparents committed murder, and those spirits are screaming and haunting you. Everything you do because you never broke that curse. All right? The only way you can break generational curse is giving yourself to Christ and following God's commandments. Other than that, your life is still going to be just up and down, and God curses you too. All right, so let's get into it. The murder, those spirits of the slain haunts your children. They haunt your bloodline to the third and fourth generation, okay? You could be cursed from rebellion against God's word. It is as the sin of witchcraft. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft in the first book of Samuel, chapter 15. You curse yourself when you don't obey God. Deuteronomy 28 and 45. And children's get cursed when they don't obey their parents in Ephesians chapter 1 to 3. Okay? The first book, 1 to 3. Witchcraft in the family, being recompensed. So if you do any of those above things that I named, witchcraft, rape, molestation, worshiping idols, family idols, worshiping ancestors, murder, and things like that, the Lord recompenses you. Especially witchcraft and idol worship, the Lord hates that. And any of the above, murder. A curse doesn't come for nothing. So as a bird by wandering and as a swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. So if it's a causeless curse, it shall not come. But there's a reason why these curses are on people. As in Exodus 20 and 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So I told you, if you parents were idol worshippers, worshiping ancestors, if there's any idol worship and from your third and fourth generation, so grandma, great grandma, and the great grandma before that, your fourth generation, going way back, so it can still affect you, because God is a jealous God, and he visits the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. If your father or your mother committed murder, witchcraft, all right, so the curse is upon you. Whether you like it or not, the curse is there, and you need to break those curses if you want to see a better life, if you want your life to be great. Numbers 14 and 18. The Lord is long suffering, yes he is, and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgressions, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So he doesn't acquit the parents or the parents' children just because you hurt someone's family. Your family has hurt someone's family. So God is not going to acquit you, and he's not going to spare your children. He says, behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silent, but I will recompense into their bosom. That's their children. So God says he will not keep silent from people who do witchcraft, from people who murder, from people who get involved in those things. He will recompense. Surely he will. As in Deuteronomy 28 and 20, the Lord shall send upon them cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou setst thy hand unto to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness of thy doings, where thou hast forsaken me. So this is the curse what comes when you don't put God first in your life and you don't follow his commandments. So there's prison garments in the spiritual realm. I'm going to get into that. Bondage. So what happens when you have those curses on you? You will have no peace. It says, the wicked knows no peace, says my God. All right. No real joy. Never satisfied, because you don't have Christ. You don't have God. You will never be free until you get saved and break these curses. Satan loves your ignorance of not knowing you're under generational curse, witchcraft, murder, rape, molestation. So let's talk about prison garments, because and then 2 Kings 25 and 29. And he changed his prison garments, and he did eat bread continually before me all the days of his life. So this man, he had on prison garments, he had on a generational curse, but when he took them off, he ate bread between continually before him all the days of his life. He had a happy life after. Jeremiah 4:43 and 11. And when he comes, he shall smite the land of Egypt and deliver such as for death to death, and such as for captivity, and such as for the sword to the sword. So these are the kinds of things that can happen to you through generational curses, okay? Jeremiah 43 and 12. And I will kindle a fire in the houses of the gods of Egypt, your foreparents who followed idols, and they shall burn them and carry them away captives. And he shall array themselves with the land of Egypt, and a shepherd put on his garment, and he shall go from thence in peace. So he changed his garment. He put on good garments. So I am going to make a video just based on evil spiritual garments and good spiritual garments, because there's evil garments that you need to burn and break those curses off you, and then there's good garments, okay, as in Zechariah. So this is an example of taking off the filthy garments, because Joshua couldn't succeed because all those idols of the ancestors that the Israelites called up, and then the Lord chose Joshua, and then the angel said to him to take off those filthy garments because he had on the curses. Zechariah 3 and 3. Now Joshua was clothed in filthy garments and stood before the angel. And he answered and spoke unto those who stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thy iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment. This was spiritual garments. So some people are wearing oppression garments, stagnation garments, a lot of poverty garments, rejection, bondage, the prison garments. Then we're talking about the prison garment right now. Now Luke 5 and 36. And he spoke also a parable unto them. No man puts a piece of new garment upon an old. If otherwise, then both the new makes a rent, and the piece that was taken out of the new agrees not with the old. So you see people wearing nice clean clothes, but they have on a spiritual wicked garment, a evil garment, but they're still putting it on. It doesn't make a difference. That's what this parable is talking about. As in James 5 and 2, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. So James is talking about the spiritual garments, okay? Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watch and keeps his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Okay? So, and I'm going to just talk about a few good garments. Garment of strength, garment of honor, garment of glory and beauty, garment of praise, garment of salvation, robe of righteousness, coat of diverse colors, as in 2 Samuel 13 and 18. Okay, but that's just going to be a whole different video. Let's continue with this. Ezekiel 9 and 10. As for me also, my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their own head. Those are the ancestral curses. The Most High is not going to pity and he's not going to spare, but he will recompense it. As in Matthew 25 and 41. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. So if you don't break these curses off of you, you're going to go into the lake of fire because you refuse to seek God. As in Psalms 37 and 22, For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, but they be cursed of him shall be cut off. Satan and demons, evil spirits have access to your soul when you don't love